Okay. My name is Sheridan. It is not a play on words, nor it is a lie. When I sign my writing, my art, or my checks, I sign them Sheridan. There have been, are, and perhaps always will be Sheridans with various different first names. I know. I have one. But I refer to myself by last name only. What's Renoir's first name? What's Bach's first name? Picasso's? Many people may know and the rest don't care. It's what they are recognized as, and that's good enough. By the way, Michelangelo is his first name, and Christ is not Jesus' last name. Christ means Messiah. That being said, there are plenty of words you can use to name your children. Whether the children use them or not is a different story. Whether you use them or not is also questionable, as I've heard you yelling at your kids before. And I've certainly never called your child that. I don't even know you or your kid. But years from now, he might remember and call himself that when he gets his first recording contract. And when you see a CD on the music shelf by rotten little shit, it may also jar your memory. Of course, being original in your music is the thing to strive for. Projecting your own voice and your own vision to the world always has been and no longer will be if modern pop music is to be taken as creative. Truly creative numbers are so small that you rarely even see them. No one takes chances. And the airwaves are suddenly unsafe unless you're covering Puff the Magic Dragon, which no one can figure out, but scientists are working on it. But for now, you're safe, Dragon Boy. The creative thing has come down to what you call yourself. Rap and hip-hop have certainly been creative, with the English language and their propensity to destroy it. Misspelling words, unnecessary hyphenations, capital and lowercase spins, and inserting numbers where letters should be. This isn't renaming yourself, it's personalizing your license plate. Or perhaps that's where you got the name, driving around one day. Really though, how much respect can you get with a name like Snoop Doggy Dogg? Wow, my spell checker didn't even acknowledge that. I'm not really sure what that means. Anyway, the guy's trying to break into acting now and is shortening his name. I'm waiting to see how far that one gets trimmed, or if he decides to just go with his real name. A short list of other fine examples. Lil Flip, Jaquan, RZA, Usher, 50 Cent, Andre 3000, and on and on. At least I know my spell checker works now. Jeez, hasn't anyone used PP yet? Go ahead, it's free. And it's spell checker friendly. Truthfully, I can see why some people change their names to become simple syllable stars. Gordon Sumner becomes Sting, which to me his music does. Reginald Dwight swing smoothly into Elton John. How Vincent Furnier transformed into Alice Cooper is still questioned to this day. And therein lies the rub. Because when your name hits the paper, particularly when an arrest is made, your real name is listed along with your alias. Isn't that right, Curtis Jackson, alias 50 Cent? What's wrong with Curtis Jackson? What's wrong with just Curtis? I like it, but nope. Just call yourself Chump Change if it makes you happy. But the absolute worst experience is trying to name a band. Believe me, I've been there. 4 people, 4 different minds trying to agree on the same words. In general, musicians hire singers because they have a voice and a way with words. With 8 beers inside them, the band can barely form a sentence, and the lyricist has to field words he'd rather not hear, let alone deal with as a banner hanging behind the stage he's standing on. In fact, many musicians don't care what the lyrics are. They know where their solo is, and that's good enough for them. Which is why there is a band called Wing Wing Malmsteen. Get that shit straight. The elimination process is hell in a pistachio style cone, crunchy with no meat. No one can really describe why their choice is well and good, and if they sometimes can, you look at them and say, do I know you? By the time you've crossed names off the list, start a new list. Search for what's left on the net. Go back to the list. Start a new list. Search again and repeat. Well, you never will be heard at all. We named our band one time, and at one of our gigs, someone came up to the stage after the second song and told me he came from Chicago to see a band with our name, and left. I announced immediately that we are formerly known as whatever we were known as at that time. You have to be careful and diligent and original. It's not easy at all. However, it can be quite ridiculous, amusing, and tragic, as I've seen with some bands' settlement on their collective moniker. I certainly know I wouldn't care to be associated with any band that would call themselves Hootie and the Blowfish, or Foo Fighters. Yeah, I know that they happen to be making money from whatever they do, but signing with a band where I could potentially be called Blow or Foo on the streets of any city is simply not in my career plans. Why, just the other day, in an independent entertainment magazine, I came across a page of bands playing in our area. I should stress that it was only one page of advertisement. I'm not doing any extensive research. I'm not in a band. The following is a list of bands' names that are amusing, novel, too long, or titles that I wouldn't want to be listed under. Ready? Planes Mistaken for Stars, Pinger Ponger, Two Cow Garage, Exploding Fuck Dolls, Mondo Topless, The It Men, Orange Goblin, Matchbook Romance, Baked Mice, Reasons for Leaving, Who Killed Marilyn, Bling Monster in G City, Boy Scout with a K. You can see how some of these could be lasting, memorable, successful bands, can't you? That's all the plugs you get. Finally, there was another ad spread in the paper for a local bar. Directly under the logo was their tagline, "A real bar for real people." Then it gives the week's lineup. Monday, DJ Porkchop. Thursday, DJ J Hell. Friday, DJ Dick Dick. Saturday, DJ Poopy Pants. Sound real to you? Sound like real people? And that's the only plug that gets. Unless most of the above creative members would care to chip in to repair my now destroyed spell checker, then I taste speed my way clear to spick in a